everybody, welcome back to another video, and yeah, I told you this video wasn't going to come out on time. You stabbed me, Kraven, what's wrong with you? But yeah, today we are finally going to talk about the upcoming 2023 Marvel and DC movies, and I'm going to rank them based on how excited I am for the movie. That's it. Obviously, I haven't seen them yet, so I can't rank them that way, but I'm definitely more excited for some than others, and I have to say my excitement definitely will change throughout the year, like as we get closer to things. Like there are some things, like we didn't even get a trailer for some of these yet, so like once I see a trailer, my excitement could bump up way higher than it is right now. Or maybe for some reason I get less excited for something. Like for example, I'll give you a hint. One of these movies was lower until the newest trailer, which you probably might know what it is because of the trailer that came out recently. But I'm going to save it for later when we get to it. But yeah, so here we go. Let's get started. And also, technically, this list could always change. These movies could always be delayed into next year, in 2024. That happened with Shazam. It was one of my most anticipated for 2022, and ended up being pushed to 2023. Let's get started. At the bottom, easily the one I'm the least excited for, I'm going Kraven the Hunter. Yes, that's right. Kraven the Hunter is the one I am the least excited for. This movie comes out October 6th of this year, at least as for right now. Part of Sony's building universe, so it'll be connected to Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and the greatest movie ever made, Morbin Time Morbius. Yes, it will be connected to that masterpiece of a film, so it's gotta be somewhat good, right? I don't know. I'm not very excited for this movie. I love Spider-Man. I love the world of Spider-Man. I love his villains. I love Kraven. I'm not excited to see him star in his own movie. Aaron Taylor Johnson, I think, could do a pretty good job, but I'm still not excited for this, really. And out of all their movies, he's like the one that I was like, really? You're gonna give him a movie? Because like, Venom, when I first heard Venom's gonna movie, okay, that could work. That could work. He's a fun villain, that could work. He's an anti-hero with some comic books, that could work. They announced Morbius movie. Definitely an odd one, but honestly it could work if done well, because it have that Jekyll and Hyde story of the doctor who wants to do good, but the same body is the living vampire who wants to murder people. That could work as a movie. Obviously it didn't, but that could work. But then I hear they announced a Kraven movie. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, say that again? A Kraven movie? Huh? So yeah, now granted, we've only seen some behind the scenes set photos. Once we see the trailer, who knows? The trailer could bump my excitement up way more. But like as of right now, we have nothing to go off of. I honestly not really excited for this movie, at least not yet. But yeah, let's move on then to number 8, which I'm gonna go with, this is kind of a harder one, but I think I'm going to go with The Marvels. Yes, I know, it's your sequel. This movie will be releasing July 28th of this year, 2023. And this is another one that I think if I see a trailer, it might bump my excitement up way more than it is right now. But because of the fact that we have not seen anything of this movie, we don't even know what it's going to be about yet. And all we know is that it's going to have Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Maria Rambeau. Now, I'm extremely excited to see Miss Marvel again, and I can't wait to see Carol, or Kamala meet Carol. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. But I don't know anything about the story. The first film was okay. It was one of my lesser favorite MCU films, and Phase 4 has only been okay. We'll see how Phase 5 is. Phase 5 is looking to be pretty good, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Because this next one is one that I originally, when it was first announced, was extremely, extremely excited for this one. And that is, but over time, my excitement for it has died, and that is The Flash. That's right, number 7, The Flash movie, which is supposedly going to release on June 16th. Whether or not I believe that, I don't know. Oh my gosh, this movie. When it very first came out, or it came out, yeah. When it was very first announced, I was so stoked. I was like, The Flash is going to get his own solo film? That's awesome. then, you know, it kept getting delayed, and delayed, and delayed, and the delayed. It killed my excitement for it. Then they got it back up, being like, "This is gonna be like a Flashpoint multiverse movie. We're gonna see Ben Affleck's Batman. We're gonna see Michael Keaton back as Batman. We're gonna see Supergirl. We're gonna have variants of the Flash." That got me excited. Like, oh wow! And then drama happened with the main star Ezra Miller, which killed my excitement for it once again. So right now, I'll be completely honest with you. I see a trailer, which we're supposed to get on a Super Bowl. Can't wait. Once I see a trailer, I honestly do think the trailer will bump this up at least 2 spots on this list. Maybe 1, maybe 2. But because we haven't seen anything recently, the last thing we saw was, I don't know, was it a year ago? And it was very, very little. At the last DC Fandom, they showed something, and it was very, very little. So, I don't know, my excitement is meh for it right now. But honestly, a trailer could very easily bump it up 1, maybe 2 spots. But as right now, at number 6, we have Blue Beetle. This is a movie that I'm pretty excited for, but not like over the moon excited about it. And I'll be honest, it's because I don't know much about Blue Beetle. This movie is supposed to come out on August 18th. This was originally going to be a HBO Max exclusive. Luckily, they realized that Blue Beetle doesn't belong on the small screen. He belongs on the big screen. So they upgraded him to a theatrical release. Whether or not this will be his only movie or not, I don't know. But I'm excited. Like, there's nothing. When we see a trailer, it could move up possibly. But for now, it's just like, I don't know. It's mostly because I don't know much about the character. I'll be completely honest. If I know more about the character, I'll have some research to do. I'll probably do research before seeing the movie. But yeah, for right now, that's where it sits at number 6. Now, we come into the top 5. Which, this is one I'm excited for, but not like over the moon about as well. Even though I love the first film, and honestly, a trailer could very likely bump this up, like I said for the other ones, and that is at number 5, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. This comes out December 25th, Christmas of this year, and I'm really excited for this. But I'm not, but because, I don't know, I think it's the fact that we haven't gotten anything except for, once again, set photos, so I haven't seen anything to get me, like, over the moon, super stoked, like, yes, I gotta see this day 1. I mean, I am gonna go see this day 1. But maybe day 2 because it's Christmas. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Most likely Christmas Eve because I always see it the day before. At least I try to. But yeah, I'm excited for this film. I definitely can't wait for it. I love the first film. I thought it was so great, so much fun. Now I will admit that I think seeing it in the theaters is the best way to see it, because like seeing it for the first time in the theater which I also saw the first film on Christmas Eve in the theater, which was awesome. Or I either saw Christmas Eve in the theaters, or I saw it the day before Christmas Eve. I can't exactly remember because I know it was a really late showing. So by the time the movie was over, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't remember if it was we saw it the day before Christmas Eve and the movie went into Christmas Eve, or if it was Christmas Eve and the movie went to Christmas Day. I honestly can't remember. It's one of those two. But it was so much fun. Those underwater sequences on that huge big screen was awesome. So I'm definitely seeing this in the theaters. It's going to be so much fun. But I am more excited for some of these other movies. Speaking of the other movies, these top 4, we actually have trailers for all of these top 4. And because of that, I'm so excited for these movies. Like, these are the ones that I'm, like, out of my mind excited for. So, this next one actually was at number 3 until a new trailer came out for the one that's at number 3 now. Once again, second trailer comes out for this, it could bump back up to 3. But for now, it's at number 4. At number 4, I'm going Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods, which is supposed to come out March 17th of this year. So, yeah, like I said, I am so excited for this movie. I cannot wait. I loved the first Shazam film. It's probably my favorite DCEU film. It was at the top of my ranking when I did that. So go ahead and check that out if you want to. I just thought it was so much fun, as well as emotional. The characters were great. I love the first film. I could not wait to see what was going to happen next with these characters. So I've been excited for the second film ever since 2019 when we got the first film. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this. It's going to be so much fun. I mean, I could be wrong, and it could end up sucking, but I cannot wait for Shazam 2. And I really hope we get Shazam 3. Hopefully they don't cancel it. But yeah, I'm so excited for this. Now bring us into the top 3. Finally. I know, right? We have one that was originally, like I said, number 4 until that last trailer. You probably know what it is by now. But at number 3, I'm going Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, which is supposed to come out February 17th. Wow, I am excited for this movie. So, I actually love the first 2 Ant-Man films. I loved Ant-Man. I thought it was so much fun. I enjoyed the characters. It was just so much fun, and I think it made, at least it made me care about the characters of the final battle. The final battle, yes, it's kind of goofy, fun, and silly because, you know, they're fighting on a Thomas the Train train set, but I still cared so much about that fight because of the fact that Cassie was right there. She was so young. She ain't in this movie, but it made me care that much. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp, even though I didn't think it was quite as good, maybe, I don't know, I go back and forth on it too. It still was, like, super fun and one I love to rewatch. And this third one, first of all, I was always excited to see Ant-Man again in his third solo outing, especially now that Wasp is his partner. But this one is even bigger than that. Was it director? I believe it was director Peyton Reed, who said this is an Avengers level threat. An Avenger, like, as high stakes, as big of an impact as Captain America Civil War was. And that was a pretty big impact. Not Infinity War Endgame levels, but still pretty big. Like, second biggest, I guess. So, and the trailers won me over. I am stoked for this film. I cannot wait to see it. Kind of nervous about what's going to happen. I feel like I don't think it's going to have a happy ending. I think Scott is either going to die or get trapped in the quantum realm again. I hope not. I hope they get to live happily ever after, but let's be honest, that ain't going to happen. Maybe. I mean, the fact that Kang is a villain in this movie, and he's a villain of the Avengers King Dynasty, makes me think that it's going to be a cliffhanger ending to that movie. Hopefully I'm wrong. Shoot. There's multiple King variants. Maybe they'll end up winning. They'll defeat this version of King, and then a new version of King will show up in King Dynasty, but I don't know. I'm not expecting much things. I can't wait to see Cassie because I love the Young Avengers 2005 storyline. I also love the Children's Crusade storyline. So I'm excited to see Cassie, and I hope she joins the Young Avengers with Kate Bishop, Wiccan Speed, and so on. But yeah, I'm extremely excited for this movie. And that second trailer bumped it up above Shazam. It was originally going to be at 4. The second trailer bumped it up. I mean, that trailer had a line. He says one line that I absolutely love, and that is when he's fighting King. King says, "You can't win this," and Scott's like, "I don't have to win. We just both have to lose." I thought that was an incredible line. I cannot wait for this movie. I'm so excited. Now we get to the top 2, which I go back and forth on all the time. Like I said, I think trailers could change my hype for it, but this is them as of right now. At number 2, I have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is supposed to come out May 5th. I cannot wait. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the first film. I enjoyed the second film, even though it had some flaws. And I love the holiday special. I just cannot wait to see their most likely final outing. This is going to be James Gunn's last movie, most likely. This is the last time we're going to see a lot of the Guardians, by the sounds of it. Batista doesn't want to return. Sounds like Zoe Saldana, I hope I said that name right, doesn't want to return. Drax looks like he could die in the trailer. Chris Pratt's character Star looked like he was about to die. Rocket seems like he might die. I have no idea who's going to survive this movie. I'm both excited and very sad because I love the Guardians team. One of my favorite superhero teams. This is it. This is It's time for them to face the music. It's the grand finale for the Guardians. It's the end game of the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Even though they were technically a part of Endgame. And they're a smaller franchise in the MCU franchise. But you know what I mean. Yeah, I cannot wait for this movie. I am extremely excited for it. Yeah. But at number 1, you know what it is. And that is none other than... Hold on. That is none other than Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is supposed to come out June 2nd. This was like, once again, towards the top of my excited list of last year until they delayed it, and now it's my number 5 excited for this one. I am a huge Spider-Man fan. I think the Spider-Verse could be a whole lot of fun when done correctly. I absolutely love the first film. It's one of my favorite movies ever. One of my top 2 favorite animated films. One of my top 3 favorite Spider-Man films. I just love the first film, and I really enjoy the characters. The trailer they put out looks like it's going to be really exciting. And I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so, you know, I cannot wait for Across the Spider-Verse. I am expecting a cliffhanger ending, because it was originally going to be Across Spider-Verse Part 1, with Part 2 coming out next year, and I have a feeling we're going to get something like Infinity War Endgame. It was originally going to be Infinity War Part 1, Infinity War Part 2, they changed to Infinity War Part 2 to Endgame, but Infinity War still had a kind of like a cliffhanger ending. I mean, it is still an ending, so you can see it as not a cliffhanger, but anyway, it is still a cliffhanger ending to Endgame, so I don't think Across Spider-Verse will have a happy ending. I think it will be a cliffhanger ending leading us to Beyond the Spider-Verse, aka Across Spider-Verse Part 2, next year. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. But yeah, thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. If you like it, please hit like. We'll see more videos like this. Please start hitting the subscribe button. I ranked all the movies from last year too, from how much I liked them, based on how much I liked them. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. But I want to know, what are you most anticipating in that when it comes to these movies? What are you the most excited for? I'm assuming it's either going to be Across Spider-Verse or Guardians 3, but honestly, it won't surprise me if Ant-Man's up there, because there's a lot of hype for that around that one. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. What are you excited for? Maybe you're extremely excited for Kraven, and you have no expectations for Spider-Verse. I don't think anyone's excited for Kraven. But yeah, thanks so much for taking time to watch. I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.